What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of the Two Grumpy Wolves podcast with me and Sooty. Hope you're all doing well after what was, two pretty poor games that unfortunately we've got to talk about today. But yes, Sooty, how are you doing, mate?
I'm good, Dan. How are you, mate? Evening, everyone.
All right, I think all things considered. Trust me, that, by the way, the Forest game, I did not struggle to sleep after, by the way, because I was basically sleeping all the way through it. But yes, guys, get yourselves into the chat. Make yourselves known. I know there's quite a few people already here, which is absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 2. I loved the last episode, by the way. All the feedback that we got was absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for joining us again. And yeah, so, oh my goodness God, we've got to talk about 2 dreadful football matches, unfortunately. Make sure you're doing the liking, the subscribing, hitting the notification bell, guys, so you don't miss future videos. So, Sooty, we're going to talk about the Chelsea game first of all. Which was pretty much over before it started, wasn't it? Ended 3-1 for Chelsea in the end. Let's go over how we lined up. I mean, that was the very strange thing. Went to a back 4. Starring goal, Doherty, Mascara, Bueno, the 2 Buenos. Angel Gomez for his debut. Next to João Gomez. Mateus Mane and Hwang either side of Armstrong, and then Tolu in the as basically the number 9 who was feeding off scraps. And it just didn't work, did it, Sooty?
Lost before we even kicked off.
Yeah.
Just can't play it, can we? Haven't got the personnel to play it. What was he fucking thinking?
Nah.
As soon as I saw the lineup come out, it's just, well, no way. And I did, if you go back to last week's first show, Dan, I predicted a 3-1 loss.
Yeah.
Get that in.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
We were shit. First 10 minutes, it was okay. Puffed, and then what the fucking hell's Doc doing? He's going nowhere. Player's going nowhere, and he clips him. Stonewall penalty. No argument. Right in front of me. No argument. Playing Doc as a fullback. Fucking hell. Against the pace that they've got. That straight away, mate, worried the life out of me as how tactically aware Rob Edwards is. Mate, no way would I have started that formation. It was suicidal. And then we go on with, obviously, Cole Palmer scores. You expect him to score from the spot.
Yeah.
And then a few minutes later, Mosquera has a proper head fuck. And what the fucking hell he was doing. Yes, it was slightly outside the box, but why? Again, going nowhere. Penalty. Cole Palmer gives Sarr the eyes. Opposite corner. 2-0. A few minutes later, down the flank, ball in, Cole Palmer. Easiest hat trick he'll ever score. And everything come down the flanks. When are we going to fucking learn to cut out crosses and the wide players? We are tactically fucking inept. Sorry about the language. It is so...
Hey, you ain't got to be sorry on here, mate.
So frustrating that I'm stood there on the South Bank just in complete disbelief on how inept we are from the touchline onto the pitch.
Yeah.
And it will translate from the touchline, take it from me. I've always said when they go across the white line, it's down to them. but they've got to be set up properly for the start.
Yeah, agreed.
It's as if he's trying to shoehorn certain players in, irrelevant of where they're going to play in a system.
Yeah.
What is Wangi Chang still doing 5 years later, being picked? And you can understand why there's this conspiracy theory going around saying he has to play so many minutes per game.
Yeah.
Because he would not get a start in any other fucking Premier League side. That's fact. He would not get into most squads, let alone start.
You're right.
Fucking hell, mate. It's just suicidal. And it's like playing with 10 men. And then as soon as you've got him playing in the side, look, I don't like to single certain players out, individual players, but he's got to go.
Yeah.
I know he's meant to be a real nice kid. He must be absolutely in turmoil. It's almost it's borderline cruel what we're doing to him, hanging him out to dry every fucking week. He's just not good enough, mate. He's not good enough. We need to move him on in the summer. He's got to go. He's not good enough. And likewise, another 5 or 6 of them, the so-called superstars, ain't as fucking good as they think they are, mate. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, can't say it any better myself, to be honest, guys. Listen, Sharky, thank you for being here. Martin, Dapper, Laura, Rebecca, make sure you're getting in the chat, making yourselves known. There's a few things that Sharky said actually about the last pod that we did. My fault, to be fair. I had like a horrible white screen that kept coming up, and I've got rid of that for you, and the chat's a lot bigger as well. So there you go. There's the 2 things he wanted, and I've done them for you. But yeah, going on what you've just said, Sooty, about the game in general, it was just bizarre. I don't get why he was trying to shoehorn in, Hwang alongside Armstrong and Tolu and Mane. It was just bizarre. Like, it was almost like he was trying to like make he was almost like he was Frankenstein and he was making a monster. Do you know what I mean? He was just building this team out of just everything, and it's just, oh God, honestly, it stunk. It really did stink. I think for 10 minutes, I thought, all right, okay, maybe going to a back 4, maybe he's trying to explore what's going to happen when we go down inevitably. But is Chelsea the right team? Is that the right game? Chelsea at home, when you're absolutely dying for something, and it was just it just really. I mean, we'll talk about the Forest game in a minute, but this was the first time that I was very much kind of on the fence about our manager, just because he's doing things that I don't think any single Wolves fan in their wildest dreams would attempt. I don't think anyone would start Hwang after the things he's been going through at the moment, like for a while. Doherty himself has gone on record and said that he'd rather play a right-sided centre-back because of, he just prefers not having to bomb up and down all the time. So he plays him right back. And then you've got, Krejci was on the bench. And I don't really see why, because he was fit. You're playing Armstrong in a 10, which didn't work. Literally, I look at that lineup and I can't see a single thing that's right other the fact that Tolu's up front and Sarr's in goal.
Yeah, but the trouble is, mate, we've got. I'll say we've got a system. We haven't got a system. Our thing is, lump the ball up to a player that we believe's 9 foot tall and hope he wins flick-ons and everything.
Yeah, but he flicks onto nothing. There's nothing to flick
There's
onto.
nobody around him because
No.
you've got Armstrong out wide, Huang out wide that are
Yeah.
20 metres away from him. He's winning virtually every ball. And then you've got people getting onto him saying he's fucking shit.
Yeah.
He's got no one. He's doing his job.
Yeah.
But he's not got anyone
Around him.
picking up that loose ball.
No.
And he's just isolated.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible to watch.
Yeah.
I'm fucking sick of watching it all the time.
It's like you said earlier. It's like fucking torture, isn't it? It's literally like torture.
When I sent you a recording, I said to somebody about the game. It is like being in a Japanese prisoner of war camp being waterboarded. It is fucking,
sounds more fun, to be fair.
It's fucking dreadful. It's like having a dripping tap being pinned down, having a dripping tap just dripping on you. You can't get to sleep. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? Because this isn't. There's no answers here.
No.
And there's a lot of prima donnas at this fucking club. We're quite aware of it now that they're not up for the fight. Their arse falls out their pants, like I've said. I reckon I've said that 20 odd times this year.
And you're right. You bang on. You bang on the money.
Arse falls out their pants. No fight. No bottle. And do you know what I really miss? What I fucking really miss is that Connor Cody character barking orders and pulling people to rank, saying, fucking do your job, because we've never, ever replaced him. And I'm not saying in football terms.
I know what you mean.
I'm saying as a leader.
Yeah.
The best leaders, mate, aren't always the best fucking players. I could name you players from 45 years ago that won European Cups. The likes of John McGovern for Nottingham Forest. He weren't the best player, but fuck me, what a leader. Dennis Mortimer for the Villa. He was a good player, but what a fucking leader.
Yeah.
All of these teams have leaders.
We're suffering. We've been suffering from that for, I mean, I'd argue that Neves was, a decent leader and stuff, but you are right.
Connor Cody, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you're right. Like there hasn't been a voice on the pitch, and I don't feel like any of the managers that have come in or any of the leadership team have really found and stumbled upon anyone who's capable of doing things like that, and that does make you suffer.
Go back to Nuno. If he fucking pointed his finger at you and told you, "Don't fucking do that again," you didn't do it because you knew you weren't getting picked next game. You did exactly as you were told. Let's be honest. We ain't had a leader off the pitch since he left.
No.
And we ain't had one on it since he left, really.
No.
And we've suffered badly for it. Fucking hell. When he first got us up from the Championship, we had a leader in the back line, a leader in midfield, and a leader up front.
Yeah, right.
Had 2 or 3 leaders. We've got fuck all now. We're soft as rabbit shit, mate, I'm telling you. They've got no bollocks. It's fucking glaringly obvious that this isn't just a picking of half a dozen players that go in. It's a fucking total rebuild, this is.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Do not fucking fool yourselves into thinking, oh, we'll fucking piss this league next year. They've told us we'll piss it. Hence, that's why that fucking thing's up.
That was my next question.
I've seen things in just these last 2 games. There's no urgency. This should be a period in time now where we are effectively having a 4-month pre-season.
Yeah.
Up until the end of the season. And we should be playing players that are stopping at this football club, and anybody that's got their eyes and get their agents, let's get in. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Sit on the bench. I don't care if we lose 10-0 every game. I don't care. Blood them players that are going to be playing next year and get these parasitic mercenaries out of this fucking football club for as much money as you possibly can in the summer. And that's all the so-called fucking superstars. And let me tell you this. They ain't fucking superstars because they've got no fucking self-pride.
They got no bottle. You know what I mean?
No.
Imagine these players in teams like Man United, where you're completely under the fucking microscope all the time. You know what I mean? Like, these players have proper come under the cosh, really. And just recently, I feel like we're too nice. We're far too nice to the players.
Too accepting.
And now to the manager. It's getting to a point where he knows, because he's been told, he's going to be here regardless of what happens, right? So in a roundabout way, he's got it made, really, because he could completely fucking, he could be the worst manager we've ever had in the Premier League now and lose every single game, and he'll still be our manager next season.
Yeah.
With a
so-called war chest.
And what does that have in terms of players coming in? Are they going to have any confidence in the manager, in the ethos and everything that we're apparently trying to bring in with this new reset and all this shit? You've got to do your bit on the pitch. And in this Chelsea game, we're going to go into the Forest game in a bit, but in this Chelsea game, we lost this football match in the first half. It's done. And yeah, everyone keeps saying, oh yeah, but it's Chelsea, it's Chelsea. So play like it's Chelsea. Play like you've got to fucking be a last-ditch defender, last-ditch cross, last-ditch tackle. Do you know what I mean? You've got to fucking leave it all out on the pitch. And I literally cannot say that about any of these players on that Chelsea game. That first half of football was fucking terrible. And it weren't just because we was losing. It was the way we were playing. There was no clue. Like, you could have literally told me, this is our manager's first game, and he's just coming in to see what's going on. He's been here a little bit now. He's been here a bit. You know, he had 2 players that he's brought into the thing. He's been here enough now to make a difference. And I thought for a while he had. But to just roll the dice in this game just showed so much naivety and arrogance. It showed arrogance. It's like, it is what it is. I'll just try this system for a laugh. Fuck it. Who cares? They're only paying God knows how much money, and we've literally won one game all fucking season. Let's just roll the dice now, shall we? And I mean, like you said, Palmer hasn't scored an easier hat-trick in fucking life. The first challenge from Doc, I mean, I felt sorry for him because he shouldn't be playing. He shouldn't be starting, and he shouldn't be playing where he was. There's no fucking help from him there at all. He's running away from goal, and it's a shit tackle. But it all stems from Edwards putting him there and putting him in the danger. Because he ain't that player. He's not that fucking player. So immediately under the cosh from a penalty, and you just think, right, okay, now settle down, lads. Obviously this back four shape isn't working. He doesn't change it. He doesn't change it up until the second half, right? And you're just thinking, why? Why this risk all of a sudden? Why this roll the dice? It doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. And then Mascara, everyone's saying, you know, it weren't a penalty or whatever. Why has he got his 2 hands on his fucking back? Why is he pushing him over like he's playing fucking hockey? What the fuck kind of tackle's that? That's never going to stand. That's never ever going to stand. It doesn't matter what game you're playing. That's never standing. That's 2 penalties. I mean, I'm looking at the stats here. We didn't get a shot on target until the second half.
No.
We didn't even fucking attempt. So this whole back four thing is supposed to obviously make us more proactive in our attack. Did you see that?
Only if you've got the players, though, Dan. It just goes to show what an absolute fucking car crash of a squad we are. We are shit. It's time that we all sat up and said, what we on now, 25, 26 games?
Yeah. That was their 26th game. Forest was 26.
26 games. We've got 9 fucking points. 9 points? That's 0.3 points per game, roughly. We are shit. You can say what you like. Oh, he'd be good in a decent team. He would. He's a great player. Bollocks.
Mm.
You've got to want and have the will to win. And that starts at the very top, filters down into the dugout, and that manager, head coach, I'm going to use the term manager now, because a good friend of mine today, who managed a lot of people at corporate level, said to me today, good managers, Sut, make people perform better. Bad managers, people don't give a fuck. They'll just amble around.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter whether that's in a bank, in a warehouse, on a building site, or on a fucking Premier League football pitch. Good managers make people perform better. And we're getting worse. Week on week, game on game, we are getting worse. There's no plan. There's no cohesion. There's no will to win. And these, to me, are basics of what a manager stroke head coach should bring to the dugout. Nice people win fuck all, Dan. You win fuck. You tell me the last Premier League manager to win the league, win the FA Cup, win the League Cup, who was nice.
I can't think of one.
You won't think of one, mate. Even the likes of Bobby Robson come across as a nice bloke, mate. He could be.
Oh yeah.
He could be the biggest CUNT known to man if he had to, and he didn't care about what you thought of him.
No.
An unbelievable manager. Same as Brian Clough. Imagine Brian Clough with this lot. Fucking hell, he'd been beating him up. Honestly, it is so poor. As I say, that thing's out. Just to remind them, had that meeting been tonight after that shit show last night, I think I'd have been flipping fucking tables. After that shit show, it's almost as if, oh well, we've pacified them a bit, like, let's just go through the motions. Fuck off. We go everywhere, home and away, following this football club. The least you can do is run your fucking bollocks off for 3,000 away supporters, 29,000 home supporters. Do not take us for granted. Do not take the piss out of us. We'll forgive anything if you put 100% in. Even if you lose, if you put 100% in and you've done your utmost best, we'll forgive that. But there's blokes here, mate, on that pitch, taking the field of play and stood in that or sat in that dugout, just going through the fucking motions, and it's totally unacceptable.
Agreed. Well, there's not really much else to say about this fucking Chelsea game, to be honest. Like I said, it was over. I mean, that third goal as well. Oh, it's just... No, there's players missing in that attacking action, and then we're left with Hwang Hee-chan to defend a cross that comes in, and there's so many people just ball watching, just like, is that Cole Palmer? He's already scored 2. I'll go for tackle. Fuck it. I'll try and block it or whatever. He just sneaks in like he's invisible. and it's a finish, and it's 3, and you're just thinking, fucking hell, lads. Like, do you even give a absolute shit? What kind of fucking defending is that? Like, okay, it's 2 penalties. 2 stupid mistakes. Fair enough. But the game ain't dead at that moment. But then it's fucking dead after that 3rd goal. And you're just thinking, why the fuck does everyone bother? Why do you bother? Why does anyone in this chat fucking bother when the blokes on the pitch who are earning a good fucking living ain't doing the basics? The very genuine basics that you're taught from a very young age. Get goal side of your fucking man. Why the fuck are they all behind the ball? Why? I literally watched it and I was like, there's got to be something going on there. He's got to have like done a touch or he's done something clever. He's done fuck all. He's come to his feet and he's finished and that's it. Done. And you're just thinking, what the fuck are you even there for? Why are you there?
He just ghosted in. He's ghosted in for the 3rd goal. And I'm like, look, where I am in SL2, about 10 from the front, literally every goal, the 2 penalties are no more than 20 yards away from me. And I'm fucking hell. It's so mind-numbingly simple, this game. And we are the absolute experts of committing football suicide. Every fucking game. We've played 26 games and we've won 1. Let that sink in. 1 fucking game. Now you tell me that that's acceptable. Anybody on the chat now, tell me that that's acceptable and we're making improvements. Come on, let's see if anybody thinks that we're making improvements. Because I'll tell you now, if you think we're making improvements, then you better look out your fucking bedroom window because there's blokes with white coats outside your fucking doorway to take you away. Now, I'm no fucking football expert, but I know when improvements are being made and they're fucking not.
Well, I suppose, Switzy, we have to talk about Nottingham Forest now. Now, just to keep you aware, I didn't actually watch this game properly. I was doing some stuff, but I had it in the background. And at one moment, I was like, I'll get a good moment here to watch the game. And I was just thinking, all right, look at how we're set up. Do you know what I mean? Like, all right, fair enough. We've gone back to the system that was working a little bit. You know, Hwang Hee-chan's out the lineup because he was injured. So you're thinking, all right, okay. Well, what can we do here? You know what I mean? We play Mane in a interesting role in just behind Armstrong and Tolu. And on paper, you know, you got Krejci back there again. On paper, you're thinking, all right, we could do something. And we'll at least go out there and show our worth. At least go out there and just do something. Do something good. And then, I mean, every single time my eye cast on that fucking phone, I was in disbelief. I kept thinking to myself, am I watching a replay? Because all I'm seeing is red shirts running at our fucking defenders. I was like, is this the same fucking action? What the fuck's going on? Then I looked at the minutes on the top and it was changing. I was like, there's no fucking way. There's no way. And then I checked the stats. 20 odd shots at the fucking goal. 20, and let me just double check. The first start, 16 shots in a fucking half of football to our 2 and not a single shot of ours on target. Their expected goal difference was nearly fucking 3.0. Ours never went over 1 point. We're a Premier League football team. And that basically means, if you're not into the realms of XG, basically means we had no creativity at all throughout the entire fucking football game. And what really resonated with me after watching the highlights was players not running. Players simply just fucking standing there and watching red shirts run past them. I mean, there's one action. We'll talk about the whole game in a minute, but we'll talk about this one action in particular. Hugo Bueno's the last-ditch defender. Because all of us are suckered in to a single player on the football. Our whole team is sucked in like it's a black hole. And it's a simple kick around the last defender. And there's 6 of their players bearing down on goal. Now, they didn't score it. I don't know fucking how. But they didn't score it. But that is unacceptable. In any league, but in the Premier League, to be that exposed is... I absolutely cannot believe that was actually a Premier League football game. So you were there. You saw it in the flesh, mate. I'm going to leave this to you. People are saying get them signs ready. So he's got it behind him, mate. He's right fucking there. So I'm going to leave it to you. What was it like being there, mate? Because, fuck me, you're a braver bloke than me.
Oh, fucking hell. So, pre-game, our illustrious leader went on record and said, "We have nothing to lose, so we will attack." Oh, fucking
attack
hell.
What?
Oh,
attack what?
Let me tell you this, right? I'm not a fan of Chris Woods. Right?
Yeah.
If Chris Woods had played last night, he'd have had a double hat trick. That is how gilt-edged some of it. Now, look, Dyche has had the sack today because they had 36 shots at goal. 36. It's like a game of Wembley. You remember when we were your kids and you played in half the pitch?
Mate, 10 on target, by the way. 10 on target.
And I'm not talking just on target, mate. These were gilt-edged chances. If we'd have lost 6-7-0, I'd have walked out there and thought, yeah, we deserve that. We drew 0-0, and I walked out there and thought, how the flying fuck have we come out of there with a point? We have been right royally spun round, had our shorts whipped down, shafted from behind, and dumped in the Trent. And we've got out the other side. We've managed to breaststroke to the other side of the Trent, pick 2 fingers up to them, and say, "Fuck off! You'll be coming down with us." Honestly, it was so fucking bad. I thought Fulham away was bad.
Mm.
They are ambling around.
Mm.
They can't string 2 passes together. Yeah, there was some last ditch, defending, and Sarr was good. I'm not on about Sarr in any of this. Sarr was very good. But again, and I've made this all season, we cannot cut crosses out.
Yeah.
I'd love to see a stat on how many crosses they actually got into our box. It was alarming to the point where I'm absolutely screaming at them, cut these fucking crosses out. And they're like little kids. You know how you see little kids when they play football, and they're like sheep and they all follow the ball around in a big pack? That's what we're like. We have no structure. There's nothing there. And we've got 2 wing backs in Hugo Bueno and Rodrigo Gomez, who are replacements for Semedo and Ait Norrie. Well, fucking hell. Do you know what it looks like to me at times? It looks like we've got rid of 2 seasoned international professionals and we've replaced them with two kids that were kicking a ball around West Park earlier on in the day in Wolverhampton after school and said, "Do you fancy a kick around later at the City Ground?" Because we cannot fucking defend width. And it's so fucking alarming. I just cannot fucking believe the demise of this football club. We've spent a fucking 100 million quid in the summer and we're 10 times worse. How the fucking hell does that happen? How does that happen? I'm laughing about it. It's so bad. But believe me, I'm not really finding it funny.
I've just
poor.
I've just brought a couple of stats up here. Look at this fucking heat map for shots. I have never ever seen this level of fucking piss take against a Premier League side. Look at the fucking state of that shot map. How the fuck have we come out with a fucking 0-0 result?
The best part about it, Dan, right at the end, we should have actually won. But we can't hit a fucking back of an horse with a fucking banjo. That's how shit we are. We are fucking rubbish. This is, like I said, I could roll this all up into a season because it's been the same all season. We're shit. We've got to accept that these players that we think, oh, class player, they're not. They're not. They're either they're not or they don't want to be here. Yeah. And I think there's a bit of both, really. But I fucking hate seeing players that don't value that shirt like we do. And it boils my fucking piss. It really does. And it makes me so angry that I go here, there and everywhere supporting these mercenaries, paying good money in travel, ticket, everything. And I know there'll be people in watching this saying, well, if you don't like it, don't fucking go. Well, as you all know, I've been going a long fucking time following this club. It's unfortunately my drug of choice that I find very difficult to not do. But I'm not even getting a kick out of this fucking drug. No. In fact, it's kicking me in the bollocks every week. It ain't giving me a high, mate. I tell you now, it is kicking me right in the stones and shoving them right up round my arsehole. That's how bad they are. You might as well lie me down on the floor and let each one of them fucking have a kick in between the legs. I reckon half the fuckers would miss.
Carl said here, 38 crosses, sort of.
38 crosses. Wow, come on.
How have we not fucking stopped any of those at source when we've got wing backs? Ain't that what a wing back's supposed to fucking do? And if you're playing your centre backs wide as well, shouldn't you double up to stop those fucking crosses from coming in? What the fuck is he teaching them?
Well, the thing is, this is my next point of call. We've sort of gone across two absolute car crashes of games. We've come out of a point. How the fuck we've come out of a point, I don't know. Because realistically, we should have been in double figures what we've conceded out of them games. I know people are saying he's got to have time. This isn't his squad and all this. I'm not trusting in him getting the best out of us in what is a fucking hard league to get out of. And my big problem here as well, Dan, is I'll keep going on. It's a World Cup year. The World Cup finishes 3 weeks before the Championship season starts. Nobody's going to sign for anybody, really, anybody of any note before the World Cup because they'll keep all their eggs together, clutch hold of them and think, let's just hang on a minute, let's just wait, see who offers me the best deal because it's a World Cup year. Now, that allows us 3 weeks to get, we ain't going to have a fucking team because there's going to be, we know for a fact, Star, Agbadu's gone, Joe Gomez, Andre, Wang will go, Stan Larson's now gone, all of these players, Mane will go, he ain't staying here.
Nah, not a chance.
They'll sell him. So all of these players, so there's 6 or 7 players We can't afford to get to September and say, okay, we've played 6 games, whatever it is, 5 games, and we're down near the bottom again. Because we're fanning around at the end of a transfer window trying to find players that want to come to us. That's how bad I think it could be.
I think it will be.
It's all right having all this money in the bank now. It's fucking great. But what we've got to do now, because we've gone full circle back to 10 years ago, we've got to offer these people the dream and say, we're getting back in the Premier League and we will be going to fucking Europe. That is the plan. Come to us. We're going to get into Europe. We're going to fucking steamroller this league. We're going to get to Europe. But the planning, mate, it's... I'm sort of teetering over the edge of a cliff thinking, fucking hell, there don't seem to be any urgency from any of them. It's almost like all of them want out. We could be left with virtually fuck all come the summer. No quality.
No.
I know people are saying, oh, well, you know, we couldn't get rid of too many from this in this January window. But if you know for a fact they ain't going to be here in the summer, and let's be honest, if you're only on 6 points or whatever it was, 3 points at the beginning of January, you ain't never getting out of that. Not with our shit squad.
No.
So you might as well have cashed in on the fucking lot of them and got your players in now. Okay, we're still going down, and people will say, but we've paid big money to go and watch that. Well, it's still shit now. It's never been as shit as this for 8 years. So you might as well have planned for next year. And I'd have had more respect for them if they'd have had a massive sale and planned and bought for next season. Hence, giving them 5 months playing time together so they get to know each other. And come next September, we ain't got to worry about the fucking World Cup. We've got our squad now. We've got our... I'd have gone to the likes of Middlesbrough and said to Hackney, okay, you're going to go up to the Premier League. Don't fool yourself, son, because you're going to be cannon fodder next year. You'll be better off. We'll treble your wages. Come with us. We're going to fucking smash that league. And you're going to be the main man. And we will stay up in the Premier League. Borough won't stay up. They're going to get absolutely fucking wellied every fucking week. Not a chance they're staying up. I hope they prove me wrong. I hope they do. I hope they put a cat amongst the pigeons. But the reality of it is, they won't. He'd be better off coming with us only if there's a plan. But it's all gone quiet again. It's all gone quiet. I don't see or hear. I want to hear an owner and a chairman come out and say, it's not been very good. We admit it's not been very good, but we are going to do X, Y, and Z. And it's going to lead to us being back in the Premier League in 18 months. I don't want to hear a rallying cry off them because I ain't here fuck all. And I was in that meeting and I was sort of sold a bit of a dream.
Yeah.
But then it's gone definitely quiet. And I think if they came out publicly and said, this is what we're going to do, we ain't taking a piss out yet. It's been poor, but believe us, we are going to make this better. That then transcends down onto a pitch and gets them players thinking, right, okay, it's been a shit show, but we're going to put a fucking shift in. But unfortunately, it's all gone fucking very quiet.
It's concerning because the one thing that I feel like the club were happy about was the sort of ethos around the club with a manager that the fans are respecting. But I don't think he's doing himself any favours. Everyone's saying it. Everyone's seeing it in this. Yeah. Everyone's saying it in this chat here. I know exactly what you're going to say. Yeah.
After the game yesterday, he's being interviewed. He's laughing and joking about, I'm not so dark as I used to be. I'm going a bit grey and I've got a few wrinkles. Are you taking the piss out of me? I don't want you laughing and joking on there about this situation. No. I want you on there saying, This is totally fucking unacceptable. And we're going to work tirelessly to put this right. This is a man.
It's just weird.
Isn't good enough.
It's just weird. It's like he's so fucking comfortable because he knows how much backing he's got from his owners. He ain't going anywhere regardless of what happens. Like I said at the start of the podcast. So he's just coming out. That's just fucking, I don't know. He doesn't fill me with any confidence when he's talking to the camera. I'm just thinking like,
watch his body language.
Fuck.
Dan. He's twitchy. He can't stand still. He's nervously laughing. He's not up to this job. He's not up to this job. I'm telling you. Each to their own. Other people will have different opinions. He's a nice bloke. I'm not saying he's not a nice bloke, but as I just said to you earlier, 5 minutes ago,
yeah,
nice people win fuck all.
You're correct. You're absolutely correct. Well, I mean, what can you even fucking say about this game? Like, it's one of them where you're just thinking, right, if we get the system right, Forest are struggling themselves. They got it all to play for. If anything, it was a big match for them to get 3 points to a point where they fucking sacked the manager for just getting one. So we should have gone out really and thought, right, okay, they're shitting themselves. Let's make it really uncomfortable. And let's just fucking dog them up the whole game. Let's just foul them the whole game. Anything would have been better than just fucking sitting back and soaking up the pressure. I get that to a degree. But against a side like that who's struggling, I don't understand that. That's almost as if you're just saying, right, we're going to hit them on a counter. Right. And you go, okay, fair enough. That's a decent game plan. All right, fair enough. So where's the pace then? Are your wing-backs ready to go? Are they on the line, ready to fucking go? No, they're not. They're literally either side of your defenders practically the whole fucking game. So your outlet wide's fucked. Right? Mane's getting absolutely fucked in the midfield. So he has to keep moving wide. But every single time he moves wide, then he's too far away from anyone to knock the ball on or create anything going forward. So the whole game was nullified. And it was our own fault. That's the funny part about this. It's literally our own fault why we didn't attack this game. Forest didn't have the that much quality that we struggled to attack. We just didn't fucking do it. And that comes down to the manager. That's a manager instruction. Don't attack. Let him attack us. Why? What the fuck have we got to lose at this point?
Nothing.
So
you see, straight from the start, you stood in that tunnel waiting for that shitty Premier League music to start. And straight from that start, in that tunnel, I'd instruct every one of them players to get in their face in that tunnel and say, you up for the fight? Yeah. Shitting yourself, ain't you?
You're going down.
We got fuck all to lose, but you're coming down with us. We'll make sure you fucking come down with us. Yeah. And their pants will be fucking wet by the time they even cross the white line.
Yeah.
They ain't no fucking good.
No.
I'll tell you now.
But then, it's one of them where I've said this so many fucking times and it could have happened again. You don't have to be good to play Wolves. You don't have to even really try to beat Wolves. And the fact that they did try and they didn't win, for me, shows that we could have gone at them. It shows to me that if we'd have got a goal, they'd have fucking struggled to get one back. So, for me, everyone's like, oh, you know what? It's a point. I'll take a point away. No, fuck off. Why? Why have we... What's a point to us now? We want to see on the pitch. We want to see us running and attacking and creating chances. Because that's what it's all about. When you're down there and it's already game over, why the fuck defend for? Why spend a whole game defending? It's just crazy to me. It's fucking nuts.
But they're going through oceans, Dan. They're not going to be here next season. They're already working their own way out of this football club. This football club's got no vision, very little plan that we're told about anyway. What are the aspirations for any player comes to this football club? Are you looking at this football club now thinking, well, if we get up out the championship, and that's a big if with capital letters.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Are we going to stay up? Are we going to challenge for an FA Cup, a League Cup? Are we going to try and get in the Conference League? They won't go on record and actually say that. They won't do that. Where when they first took over, we were going to challenge for everything. And you look at what we did. They did make us challenge for virtually everything. But then the mindset and the game plan changed. Because they got what they wanted. They got that brand, international advertising. And they didn't really need to, pursue trophies and silverware then, because they were in the promised land that got them what they wanted, the emblem and, like I say, exposure from and to build a brand. That's what they wanted, to build a brand. I'm just absolutely fucking sick and tired. If I could wake up tomorrow morning and this season was over, I'd be happy.
I agree. Let's just talk about let's talk about the prospect of a championship now. Who in this team is even staying? And if they are staying and you're building around them and you've got Rob Edwards at the helm, is anyone filled with confidence that we're even going to get back up? Because we should be. That's what the owners have said to us. So we should be on the money now. We should be thinking, right, okay, it is what it is. It's been an absolute shit show of a season, but the owners are with us, and we're going to fucking do well in the championship. But I just don't see how. Because on the showing of players that could stay around, are they even good enough for the championship? Some of them could be, but are they going to show it? Are they going to show their level when they're dogging it around in the championship? Because I can't see a fucking single player. I'm literally looking at the team and I'm just thinking to myself, like, most of these are gone. And then the players that are going to come in, it's like you said earlier. It's a absolute rebuild to just unfathomable levels. Like,
well, I've jotted down a few names here.
Go on.
And this is who I think could well be here come the end of the season. Sam Johnson, Rodrigo Gomez, Lima Mosquera, Doherty, Santi Bueno, Hugo Bueno, Tommy Doyle, Bertrand Traore, and Adam Armstrong.
Yeah.
The rest will be gone. So that gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10. Half of them are out on loan because they're not deemed good enough. Where you getting your other 12, 13 players in 3 weeks?
Well, it's not even just that. It's how you get in the players that are gonna light up that league. You need to think about that now, and my worry is the planning isn't as good as it should be right now.
No way.
The planning right now should be a giant fucking board in that room where all the decisions are made. There should be a giant fucking board up there saying, right, here's all the Championship quality players, and here's all the Premier League quality players that don't mind coming down for a few minutes. And it should be a genuine plan. But the problem with Wolves and the way we've been hurt and burnt throughout our fucking tenure under Fosun is we don't have confidence in these owners to allow the right things to happen.
Yeah.
And that's my worry. Because it's all very much guessing games. Now, I know, you know, we met with them and they said all these different things, but they've got so much to prove, and it's just going to be... I mean, it's like you said, I'd love for the season to end now. But at the same time, if it were to end now, I can't think... I have got no confidence in them whatsoever to go into a new window to get the players that we're going to need for the Championship to fight and win the Championship. Fuck me, mate. It's everyone. I don't know what I don't know what people are expecting, because the last time we won the Championship, we had an half decent team to build around, and then you had.
Dan, listen to this. Listen to this.
Go on.
Ruddy, Cody, Bolly, Bennett, Barry Douglas, Doc, Thais, Ruben Neves, Jota, Afobe, Costa, Cavallero, Bonatini. That's the core of the squad that won the Championship. The core of this current squad would lace their boots, mate.
And that's the scary part.
That's 8 years on. No way on earth would that prime team there from 8 years ago lose to this current side. They'd batter them.
Right, I'm having
That's with Gibbs White on the fucking bench as well. Can't even get in.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, it's going through the chat real quick. Get your questions in, guys, if you got any questions for us. I mean, we'll
get back on the quiz next week, guys.
Yeah.
We've had a lot to talk about in 2 games.
Yeah, we won't normally have 2 games to talk about. We'll normally have the 1 game, and then we'll have plenty of time to do the quiz. So, but I do want to thank, actually, Chris, because was it Chris who sent me some questions? Carl, sorry. My bad. Carl sent some questions to me, and they're really good, actually. I just want to apologise as well, because I used fucking AI in the last one, and Sooty can attest to this, but a lot of the planning for this was done, but I added a load of shit just before we started like an idiot, and that was one of them. I just decided to use AI for the fucking questions like a knob. But it's a bit good funny. Yeah, so get your questions in. If you've got any questions, I'm just going to go through the chat and see if there's anything to talk about specifically. But yeah, I mean, Sooty, we've got the FA Cup against Grimsby. What's your sort of thoughts about that, mate?
Well, I think if we lose against Grimsby, I think his position's untenable, mate. You can't lose to Grimsby in the cup. In fact, you've got to go to Grimsby and smash them. But they'll be licking their lips, and that little part in that little ground, 9,000 some odd capacity. Oh, they're going to be absolutely waiting for us, mate, and hoping that we're like we were last night and against Chelsea, like a shitting dog with the runs. Because if they get into us and start rattling us, I'm not quite so sure we're going to be up for the fight.
I agree, mate. Absolutely agree. Aaron says Edward's future at Wolves. I mean, you've just alluded to it a little bit there, Sooty. I mean, if we lose to Grimsby and it's a game in which we don't look like the quality that we should have, he's got to go, really, because, I mean, when Man United lost to Grimsby, I was shocked their manager stayed then. So I can't be a hypocrite and say the same, or say different if Wolves was to lose.
They're a lot better side than they're a lot better side than us as well.
Fucking hell. Who would you bring back to the club?
What? Past player?
Yeah, I think so.
Just one?
Yeah, I mean, if you've got... Carl said the question. I think for me...
Nevers.
Yeah, it's got to be, innit? It's got to be.
Because we've never replaced that midfield quality.
No. No, you're right.
Could you imagine Neves with Tommy Doyle in the Championship? An experienced head with a young lad. Well, he's not that young now, but he's still relatively young, Tommy. They'd absolutely rip it up. If they've got any brains, they'll start looking at the likes of Thomas Frank now, who's free agent, and say to him, this club has got to be in the Premier League in 18 months. We want you to do it. He's proven to find players and make them work. Everybody fails at Tottenham. Fucking forget that. That's a basket case of a club. Everybody goes there knowing they're going to get a big contract to manage them, and probably within a year they're going to get it paid up in full. Why wouldn't you go? If you offer me a contract for £1 million at work and come to me 6 months down the line and say, sorry, so we're not happy with what you've done, but we'll pay you up for the year, I'll say thank you very fucking much. I'll do that every year.
Yeah. Sam says, do you believe anything that was said in the meeting? I mean, it's no filters. Say exactly how you feel.
As I say, talk, and I told them this. This isn't something I'm just saying on here now after the Lord Mayor's show. I told them this, and everybody in there will back this up. Talk is cheap, and your talk sounds fantastic, but until you prove it with actions, you've got to prove it.
Yeah.
So until they start showing the actions, then no, I won't believe anything.
Someone said, I can't find the comment. Oh, there it is. Martin W said, when's the protest starting again? I suppose what he means is, like, what do you think it'll take for protests to begin again? I suppose it's just losing football matches, isn't it? I suppose
let's put it like this, Martin. Was it Martin?
Yeah.
Let's put it like this, Martin. West Ham supporters have been demonstrating for a good 12 to 18 months now, and they've hit a rich vein of form at the moment, and they're still fucking protesting.
Yeah, that's true.
They're still going for it.
That's very true.
So that thing there is just there to show them you might not have seen much of it recently, but I can get that fucking thing straight back out and cross one name out and replace it with another.
Yeah. Don't
worry about that. I can soon cross out Jeff or / Nathan next to Jeff. Because if we find out you're lying to us and he's still involved, then your arse won't touch the ground, will it? Let's be honest. It's not going to take long to piss people off. People are last night again. Fosun out chance.
There you go. Neil says, well done to the Irons. I agree. I mean, fair play to him for carrying on. I mean, the only reason we didn't carry on is due to the fact that it's almost postponed it, really, because the two things that we wanted was Jeff out and to have communication. And they gave us both of those things. But my worry is, how long is it going to be? Are we going to get through to the rest of the season still losing football matches, going to the Championship with an awful, awful amount of form, with less players than when we started, having to rebuild, and then they've got a lot. I said this at Just, but they've got so much to fucking prove off the off that they want us to come up on the first time of asking. If they can do that, then fair enough. But I still think we protest for a great deal of it, because we shouldn't have been where we are now. We should not be anywhere near where we are now. And the reason why we're here, you can say, until you're blue in the face, or it might be this, it might be that, it's Fosun. Because, and I wish I was at the meeting, because the one question I wanted to ask Sutty, why has it taken so fucking long to get rid of Jeff if you knew he was the problem from the start? If you knew he was an issue, how has it taken that fucking long to cut the head off that snake?
But the thing is, Dan, the person that can only answer that wasn't at the meeting. There's only one man can answer that, and that's the owner. Nathan She can't answer that.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. That's true.
But you could have asked it and he'd have just gone,
yeah,
I don't know. I didn't sack him.
Yeah.
You know.
That's true, yeah.
And this is another reason why I firmly believe that he, along with Rob Edwards, the owner and the head coach, should really both be at the next meeting.
Yeah, I agree.
If Rob Edwards is still in charge, he should be at the next meeting. And he should explain his coaching downfalls. Because, as I've just said to you on there before, and I'll reiterate it, good managers make people perform better.
Yeah.
Now, if you can't make your players perform better, then you're the problem.
I agree, mate. Anyway, we are going to call that a poddy. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Briefly touching on that a little bit. I mean, the reason why the flag's behind Sutty is to say, like, look, I'm sick to death. And I know he's just as bad as me. We're sick to fucking death of hearing that we're fine now. Everything's fine. Nothing's fine. I'm still not going to football matches. I've cancelled my season ticket. That's not going to change anytime soon. And Sutty, let's be fucking honest, mate. That flag, that can come out anytime you want. That can come out whenever the fuck you want. And this is the thing, guys, in the chat. Everyone keeps saying, well, what this about protests, this about protests. It doesn't take that long to set up a protest. And I guarantee you, if so many people want to do it, then just do it. No one's stopping you. The trust say they can't get involved as much because of the legalities of it all. That was proven fairly wrong, really, because we did it with oh god, can't think. Who set it up? Wolfpack. Thank you, Sutty. Yeah, Wolfpack. They sorted it out. We all got behind them, and we did it. And that was in a few days, right? We will protest again if we don't start seeing quality on that football pitch. That's how I see it. If we don't start seeing the players with their attributes, with how much money they're earning, doing the things that we're fucking going to watch, then we'll protest again. And that's simple, as simple as that. But we have to, at the moment, just be thinking, right, okay, game by game. If we lose against Grimsby, you think everyone's just going to be like, yeah, fair enough, we lost, it is what it is. We're going to go fucking mental if we lose to Grimsby, because that's the only shining light of this season, is the potential, and a very tiny, small potential of silverware. And if we give that up as easy as we have in these games recently against fucking Grimsby, mate, I'm telling you now, it ain't gonna be a pretty sight.
No.
It's not gonna be a pretty sight at all. So, yes, we're just as frustrated as you guys in a roundabout way, because we want to protest, because they need to they know they've done wrong into some capacity, but the last few games I've seen too much nonchalance for me from the manager and the players on the pitch, and if that doesn't start to improve, we'll fucking protest again. So T, anything else you want to add before I finish the stream?
No, protest is always up the sleeve. They were told that at the meeting. I know it's only 2 weeks, and people say, fucking hell, it was only 2 weeks ago, give them a chance. They are being given a chance, but just sort of jogging their memory what was said in the meeting, because it's getting progressively worse on the pitch. I don't go to Wolves to worry about spreadsheets. I'll go to Wolves to lose myself in a game of football with the chance of possibly winning. They've absolutely sucked the life out of this year, and that is down to the parent company and the management employing mediocre to poor, substandard footballers. That is the reality of it. If you can't get your head around that, then that's not my problem. That is fact.
Yeah.
If we'd have employed top quality players, we would not be where we are now. We're at the bottom of the league by a monumental mile because our players just aren't good enough.
That's the bottom line of it, mate, ain't it? Right, so T, thank you very much for joining us again. Episode 2 of the Two Grumpy Wolves podcast. We'll be back again Thursday. This is every Thursday. And for people that are joining us for the first time, please make sure you're liking the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, hit that notification bell so you don't miss future videos, guys. And yeah, up until Thursday, I might be doing some more videos before then, obviously, about the FA Cup game and stuff. Sutty, you're going to be there as well, so that should be interesting. But yes, thank you very much for joining us, guys. Stay safe and stuff, and all the best. See you later.